I want to take you along while I make the Portuguese bread. And this time I'm gonna make a olive version, and I'll just show you how to do it. So it's in recently cooked because I made it yesterday. So restart the recipe, and now we are adding water and then flour and let it hydrate. And it's really best if you use bread flour, and instead of the 720 grams, I will add 800 grams to make up for the moisture that I add with the olives. So I added about 800 grams of bread flour, and now 20 seconds of mixing, and then it will hydrate for 40 minutes in the bowl. So after 40 minutes, I turned Thermomix back on, and it asks me, would you like to resume your last recipe? Yes. So we are adding in this step, we did that, yeast, 1 teaspoon, and I'm keeping my yeast in my freezer, and then you can just scoop it out like this. And I'll add salt, and I will add 100 grams of sliced olives, and that will be kneaded together. Kneading for 6 minutes, and the beautiful thing of this recipe is afterwards the dough will just rise in the bowl for 2 hours. I usually let it raise until the lid lifts up. So it's been a little bit over 2 hours. I'm transferring it into this basket that I added some flour to, and I let it sit in there until the oven has heated up. Preheating the oven to 485 with my Dutch oven already inside. While the oven is preheating, I'll just do a pre-clean. So I added cold water and soap, and here I'm selecting the dough mode because that uses cold water, because that's how the dough is cleaned best. The oven has preheated, and now I'm just gonna drop the dough into the Dutch oven. Using a sharp knife, just add a few slits. Cover and bake for 28 minutes, then I'll take the lid off and let it brown a bit more. Already looks good. Now I'll let it sit for another like 7-8 minutes. 8 minutes later, perfection. So this is how it looks, and I bought a bread slicer here that's collapsible, and I'm gonna slice my bread, put it in the freezer, and then I can just pop a slice or two, toast it, and it's so delicious.